Hey everybody, this is Hill. I'm with Eric, and we're going to be taking a look at the Halo Legends trailer that was released at the San Diego Comic-Con. Halo Legends is an anime project. It's not a new game, and it's an animated project that features 7 different stories that are going to be released on Xbox Live and then also through digital download and eventually on DVD and Blu-ray. And this is our first glimpse at all of these different projects.
So it starts off by kicking off telling you who is working on this first one. This is Studio 4C.
And they're actually doing 2 projects. So the first one that we see here is called Origins. This is actually going to be a 2-parter, and this tells the entire history of the Halo universe from the Forerunner Wars, which we don't know really much about, all the way through the end of Halo 3. And obviously we see Earth.
Ooh.
That's where I live. And the second story that they tell is tentatively called The Babysitter, and it's about the relationship between Spartans and ODSTs. And
you can see what looks like a Spartan and a couple ODSTs here, and if you've read the books, then you know that there was a somewhat rocky relationship between Spartans and ODSTs.
Because I think ODSTs probably have a little inferiority complex when it comes to the Spartans.
They used to be the big shot.
Yeah. No longer. The next one up is Production IG, who's also doing 2 episodes, and this is kind of a cool looking one because it's a watercolor story, and also there's something very interesting that we see here.
We get to see an elite dressed up like a samurai, apparently.
Apparently they lived in feudal Japan. Who knew? We're not really sure what the deal is with that, but this is a telling of the first time that the elite kind of met up with the Covenant. The Covenant's not actually a race. They're basically like a religious group or something else, so anybody can sort of belong to it. And so this is sort of that first meeting. And it looks cool. It looks definitely most visually different from all the rest.
And this one's starring a female Spartan, which we get a glimpse of right here.
Yeah, you know, we didn't get to really see female Spartans in any of the Halo games because we really only got Master Chief. But there definitely are some, and she kind of does like a Samus reveal here, which is kind of cool. And the next one is going to be, next one is Bones. And these guys only did 1 episode. And as we'll see though, this is from one of the guys who worked on the Robotech series, worked on the Macross saga. So you can even see it in sort of this cool armor. It looks very Robotech-y. And the story behind this one is that there's a Marine, we're not sure if it's a Spartan or an ODST or just some other Marine, is sent to a planet to destroy this experimental armor that we see here. And he finds out that that planet he's going to is actually inhabited by humans who are under attack by the Covenant. You can get a good look at the armor here. This is something that we've never seen in the games, but Eric, would you want to play as this?
No.
It does look pretty bulky, but it is very heavily armed. I would expect a lot of missiles in that episode, I would think. The next one is Toei, and this is the one that is not in canon. This is the joke episode, basically.
And if you take a look at this guy's call sign, it's 1337. So this is the Elite Spartan.
Exactly. And also, it looks like he is getting a Nurple from a brute.
A very big one.
Yes, a very big one.
Or maybe that's Magilla Gorilla.
And the next one up is from Casio Entertainment, and this one is called The Package. This one is like the super cool looking CG one, and if you actually look really closely, you can see the number of the call sign on that Spartan.
It's 117, which is the Master Chief.
So this one does actually feature the Master Chief. It is a story before Halo 3, obviously, since at the end of Halo 3, things happen to Master Chief.
Pretty much after.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually a vehicle that we've never seen before. This is called a booster frame. And it looks like probably it wouldn't fly very well. This seems very impractical. But this, you can also tell that this is actually Chief's because it does have the 117 call sign on it as well. But there were a bunch of them out in the air, so this actually is a scene that has a bunch of Spartans riding these things. Those are the 7 episodes in Halo Legends, and then there are a bunch of quick shots that come up right afterwards at the end of the trailer that show some stuff that kind of is even more interesting. So why don't we go back through that and see what we see. So first thing you can see is a ton of those booster frames, and those are all piloted. You can see they're all Spartans on there. So Master Chief is all the way on the right, but I think that looks like a 0104 maybe right next to him. So there are some other Spartans there for sure. By the way, those guys are all going to die at some point in the Halo universe. These just look like. Do you think these don't look like
Just
ODSTs?
General Marines,
Yeah, they
yeah,
look like
yeah.
General Marines, and some classic grunts. This looks like from the CG episode. There's a brute there. You can see a grunt on the left side and a big old explosion. Looks pretty cool. I wish the Halo games actually looked just like this. And then this sort of has that feel of like the Emperor showing up, right, in the Star Wars. And it's a prophet. He's like the Emperor in that he dies. And
You get another look at this female Spartan here.
Yeah. So she's got the red armor. She looks hardcore. And her helmet is actually a little bit different than what we saw in Chiefs. And then this might be a younger version of her because when she does take off that helmet in the earlier part of the trailer, she was wearing the exact same suit. It just looks like a younger version of her. And then we have a Spartan who doesn't have a call sign, so we can't actually say for sure if that's Master Chief or not. But he's clearly not on Earth because I'm pretty sure that's not the moon behind him.
So that's all we've got for the Rewind Theater. Stay tuned to IGN.com for all news on Halo Legends.